Hello again. So I'm back. I'm going to work on this Antarctic journal. The only thing I did since last time was I printed out, I found a bunch of vintage PDFs on Etsy. It's Junk Mill is the Etsy store that had these cool vintage travel stickers, like steam trunk stickers. So I picked out a few and I just glued them, I inked them and glued them on the back. So I was excited. I was thinking about, so how do you get to the Antarctic or Arctic? Well, you've got to get close. You've got to get yourself close. You'd probably go by steamer or maybe by air. So those are the ones I chose. White Star, Cunard, Royal Mail Steam Packet Company, Canadian Pacific Railway, or maybe it would get, this is Banff, Hotel Banff Springs, so maybe you're trying to get close to Hudson Bay, or yeah, I guess. And then British Commonwealth Pacific Airlines, so maybe you're getting to Canada to get yourself to Hudson Bay. I don't know. That's just what I was thinking. I'm really pleased with how it's coming out. Oh, I did do this as well. I'm going to probably wind up putting this on last, but I think this is going to be the closure. I think, oh, shoot. I didn't think about the closure when I was putting the stickers on. Oh, well. So maybe I'll just glue it like that. I was going to glue it all across the back and then have it come across the front like that. Oh, bummer. That's all right. It doesn't matter. It's fine. It'll still work. I'll just glue it down like that. But I'm going to do it last because I'm not sure how thick it's going to get. So that's going to be the strap. And again, this is just that Craftex. And it's a single strip of Craftex. And all I did was sew the outline to make it look as a decorative. It's more decorative than anything else. And then I put a little brad to make it look like a thing. I suppose, you know, no, that won't work either. Put it on there. I bet I could work that out. Or work that out and around there. Yeah, I think I can make that work. All right. Oi, silly me. Okay, so anyway, today what I want to do is I want to break out the Stamperia paper and I want to make the ephemera folder. I always stick an ephemera folder in the front. So like I'll fussy cut more of those things for the person who buys it. And I have some, I think I have some other stickers and things that I can stick in the ephemera folders. So let's grab the paper pad. I have piles everywhere. Yeah, gosh, I love this paper. And I'll fussy cut these as well. Gosh, these are so much fun. And I love that they're in different languages as well. I can understand some of it, but I'm not going to try and translate because I might make a mess of it. All right, so I need something that's going to be an ephemera folder. Oh, I love that whale, that blue whale. Balaenoptera musculus. Yeah, I love them. This one might work as an ephemera folder because I can fold it. And there isn't any one picture that will get ruined by being folded. So that whale could actually be, oh wait, okay, let me think about this for a second. I had a cunning plan about how I was going to do this because it's got to have holes on the left. I was thinking of folding it in thirds, and then this front third would be a pocket. Oh, you see, that's not going to work for that photo because I was going to make it a angled pocket. I suppose I could make it a tuck with a thumb hole. All right, so let me see if it's easy with the 12 because if I score it, my desk is so crazy. we were gonna build me a craft shed out back. The plan about a year ago was to build a craft shed, but then the pandemic hit. And, well, you know, we decided we didn't feel confident spending that money. Also, things got really expensive. When we went to price out materials, plywood and things were like, had skyrocketed. Okay, so 12 divided by 3 is 4. So this is a cutter. Oops, I just lost my blade. There we go. This is the Fiskars paper trimmer that we all use. And I do not have one of those fancy scoreboards, primarily because I have no place to put a scoreboard, which was what made me think of needing the craft shed, because I need more space. I actually share, this is the den, the TV room. And so if this is the TV room, this is I kind of have this corner, and I've kind of extended boxes along the wall. And there are 2 windows here, and the TV is in between. And then my son has his computer over in this corner, and the couch is over here, so you can watch TV. And it's very crowded in this little room. So the idea is someday to have more space, but like I said, we put it off due to the pandemic just because we felt like we needed to save the money instead of spend it. That was the right decision, but maybe next summer. All right, so anyway, so this is what I do for my scoreboard. Oops, I pressed too hard there. Is I just take my bone folder and I use the board to measure, and then there's like a groove that accepts the blade, and I just score there. I can fix that little bit with some washi tape. I'm not bothered by that. Okay. So there's thirds. And then I can decide what part of this I want to trim down in terms of the height, depending on what image I want to save. So let's see. Oh, you know what though? Wow. You can tell it's been a while, huh? I really need to take into account the holes. That's okay. You know what I can do? Is in the past, what I've done is I have made like a separate little piece that this would slide into to hold the to hold that, and I've made it out of different things. I can make it out of the cardstock. I can make it out of the craft tex. That might look cool. A nice dark brown craft tex. Or I have some other colors too. Maybe I'll try that. And I just make like a little folder with the holes in it, and then I glue that into it. See, that's what I'm thinking. So if you open it this way, I'll have some vellum or tracing paper pockets there. And then I could probably actually trim down and save that whale's tail right there, and it'll be a tuck pocket. Or I could trim slightly down that edge and do a thumb hole so things tuck in there and the side. Or if I fold it the other way, like this. No, that doesn't really work, does it? I love that whale's tail. I'd like to be able to preserve the whale's tail. You could open it like that. You could have glassine pockets here and here, and then this could be the tuck, and that way things wouldn't fall out. I could do that, and then yes, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I just need to decide how tall I want this. I want it to stay within the confines of the book. So I'll leave a little bit of a lip at the top and a little bit of a lip at the bottom. Can you see this? Am I even on screen? Oh, I am. Oh no. A little bit of a lip at the bottom, and then I will cut this down. I'm actually sticking the cutter, that same Fiskars cutter. I just keep it in my lap for the most part. I know it's silly, but hey. Okay, so I am going to use some Craft Tex. Oh, you know what else I have? I've got this fabric. I could also use that as the holder. I think I prefer the Craft Tex. I'm very excited about this Craft Tex. I'm going to have to order more. It came in this package, and they're 8.5 by 11, which is standard paper size here in the US. I'm gonna have to order more because I got a multicolored pack because I wasn't sure what I wanted. But I love this color. I'm gonna have to order more of just that color. This color is good too. Those are both kind of the leathery colors. Okay, so if I make it that height, it will work for everything. So I think this is 3/4 of an inch, right? Oh, nope, that is an inch. So if I do 2 inches, and then fold it in half and glue it, it'll be sturdy. And then I'll put some eyelets in there as well. I don't know how I'm doing on, got plenty of silvery eyelets. I don't have a lot of vintage looking eyelets. I might have to use the silvery ones. I got a whole bag of those. I could patina them, but I don't know. All right, so that is going to be that. So I'm gonna, this is a little bit shorter than the book itself, but that doesn't bother me. I don't mind it being shorter because that will actually help keep it contained. So I'm gonna cut a 2-inch strip of this. Okay, 2-inch strip off the edge of the Craft Tex. I wonder how quickly the Craft Tex will come. Okay. I don't think I need to squish it up too much. Oh, I guess I should have, whatchamacallit, scored it. That's okay. That's okay. It's pretty forgiving stuff. Okay. So that will go like this. And this will sit right in there. And it's flexible enough so that I believe it will still allow it to open and close. I've done that in the past. Or I suppose I could just sew it down the back. So anyway, this is the creative process, guys. I know my holes are 1/2 inch. Here's my bullet folder. My holes are 1/2 inch from the edge. So I should probably mark those. This is the template I made. And it doesn't really matter where I place this top to bottom, because what matters is the distance in between the 2 holes, so that when you go to plug it into the book, and I'm just going to try and kind of center it. You know what I should do is I should figure out the center between the holes and mark the center. Can you see that? This is one of those Tim Holtz centering rulers, and I just kind of, you move it back and forth until the thing that you're centering the edges to is at the same mark, because these are both at 2.5 off center. So then here is the center. So that if I find the center of this one, I can line them up so that they're centered. So that's at about just about 3 3/4 on either side. So that is the center of that thingy. So now if I line up the centers, it should be centered in the book. Like that. And then I will just make my little hole marks. There we go. Okay, so it is kind of far in there. I can make that the outer edge and just fudge it a little bit by making the hole to the inside of that. And then I could either sew this to the top there. I like it better, the idea of squishing it in and then having that become flexible, because this is still pretty flexible stuff and it's pretty sturdy. I think I'm going to round the corners like that. I find that rounding corners just makes things look finished, plus it tricks your eye. So if you haven't if you have an edge that is a little bit not square or perfectly straight, your eye doesn't have that perfectly right angle corner to compare it to. So it kind of tricks your eye into thinking, or at least not being quite so critical of how straight and square everything is. Okay, so I'm going to use, let's see, I have a jar of these. Oh, I guess I have more than I thought I did. I think these fit along the ring. I'm just going to double check. That would be a bummer to get it all in and then have it not fit. Pretty sure these fit. Will it slide? Yay, it slides. Okay, so that's good. Okay, so I'm going to use these vintagey ones. I might mix it up. I might use some of the more coppery vintage ones sometime. I'll use those right now. Might be nice to mix it up a bit. And I do tend to not just use whole reinforcers. Sometimes I do. But for the most part, I use actual eyelets. I just like the strength that it gives. I think I will put a little bit of glue down the center, being careful not to get it all the way to the edge, so that just for strength, bond it together and not to the edge, because I'm gonna wind up gluing the folder in like that. And I have this is the 3/16 side, and I have the little stopper set to a 1/2 inch. It's interesting, I've never used the stopper on the Big Bite, but I am using it on this one. I kind of like it. And then you can also see your mark when you look through that little hole. And I think I'm just gonna center it and then move it to the top edge of the thing. So I put it slightly to the inside of the mark. Okay. Squish that one down, and then I will squish this one down. There we go. Like it a lot. I'll put my, I've been keeping my distress inks upside down. I really do think it helps. Someone warned against, on one of the groups, warned against doing it to the oxides. So I've been keeping the oxides right side up and the inks upside down. And I really do think it helps quite a bit with keeping the ink close to the surface of the pad that you're actually using. So I'll just ink that up there. I really like that handhold crocodile thing. What is it called? I don't know what it's called. It's called a... It doesn't say. But I like it, this thing. Very happy with it. Especially because it was on sale. Who doesn't like a bargain? Okay. All right, so that is my holder, my adapter. And let's think about this now. I definitely want this to be able to slide pieces in, because I think I'm going to have offcuts and things from the pack, and I have all of those chipboard pieces. So I would kind of like it to have chipboard pieces. I'm thinking maybe I'll even fold the edge in so that it's not flush against the thing. So that I think I will score. I'm just going to score like 1/4 of an inch off this edge so that I can fold it in like that. And then I'm going to snip off a corner of this. So funny. I feel bad cutting the map. I love maps. But there we go. Be brutal. Okay. And then I'm going to snip off this edge here. Sorry, I was only half paying attention to what I was doing there. Okay, and then I'm going to fold this one in. Fold it in like that. And there. Now I have, and I'll glue this and I'll glue that. And I've got kind of a plenty of space to tuck things in there without it being like tight, too tight. Gives it a little bit of a puff. And then I'm going to put some vellum, that's what it's called, vellum pockets on that side. I also have that inked tracing paper. Let's look at what the inked tracing paper looks like. I played with the inked tracing paper yesterday a little bit. I got these stamps and I heat embossed it, and I have 3 kinds of heat embossing. I have snowflake tinsel, which is this one. I was just testing them out to see which ones I liked. I have holographic, which is this one, which is very pretty, but you can't really tell the shape of the stamp. And then I also have ice blue. I actually really like the ice blue. You can see the stamp didn't stick perfectly, but the ice blue is kind of between the ice blue and this. So I think I might use these at different places throughout the book. And I did it on that inked tracing paper. So I have some that I've done. I had an offcut. Where's the offcut? Is this it? Yeah, here we go. Here. So that has some little sparkles to it. So maybe I will use that as my little pockets. And before I glue stuff down, I think maybe I'll sew it in. So let's see. Where's my fold? It's got to be a little bit, but I really like that side. Hold on. Turn around. Think about this, Jessica. This is the bit I really want right there. Okay, so I'm going to cut it about there for my width. And again, I know you can't see this, but I don't really have room on the desk, so I'm putting it in my lap. And I cut things in my lap. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's pretty. That's the one I want though. And then let's see how wide. Do 2 pockets. I can do a deeper pocket and a shallower pocket. But you know what? I don't know if I want, yeah, I don't think I do want to sew it because then I will interfere with this beautiful image on the front. All right, I'm just going to cut them then. Where's my big scissors? There we go. Okay, we're going to eyeball this. One there. And then, ooh, that was not straight. Tall, tall, tall. Huh. Okay. Okay. And then another one. That. Okay. Wow, that's so not straight. That one's okay. I'm gonna trim that down again. Okay, now, here's the thing. When you cut your thumb hole on the tracing paper, I have found that if you just do the tracing paper, it doesn't work so well. So, oh, that's, I've already taken most of the pictures out of that. All right. So I'm going to take a book page. And I'm just going to put those 2 things together so that the, oops, that didn't work so well. So that the, I'll trim that up with the scissors. So that the hole punch has something to grab. That one worked better. That is still not looking straight to me. It's okay. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. If I keep trimming it and trimming it, I'll wind up with no pockets at all. I can, again, you can kind of fool the eye. By not having straight corners. Okay. Okay, now here's the question. Do I ink the edges? And if I do ink the edges, with what color shall I ink? What have I got? I got tumbled glass recently. And then I also have some distress oxides. I have weathered wood. That's my only blue distress oxide. But then I also have a mini, and I have chipped sapphire, and that's green. I've got Salty Ocean. I should already have a pad for that blue one. That's already, yeah. I think this one's Salty Ocean. Yeah. And I have some blue stays on, but I don't really want to use the stays on. It's not what I'm using it for. So let's just look at and see. I just got myself some new ones of these. Okay, so let's look at what tumbled glass looks like. think tumbled glass might be too... It's barely distinguishable from the colors of the thing. And then I'm kind of leaning towards the chipped sapphire. Yeah, because I like that it gives it some definition of where the edge is. So I'm going to stick with that. But I'll leave these guys out because you never know. I might want to use. I like mixing up the colors when I ink in journals. I don't always keep it to the same ones. Okay, so those are inked. I'm not going to sew. I'm just gluing because, but I do want to round edges because I like the way that looks. If I round this edge, then it covers up the little boo-boo I made. And let's see, where is my other glue? I have some art glitter glue in a tiny little bottle. Ugh, that doesn't belong there. There it is. There it is. So I'm going to use some art glitter glue because it is sticky. And I'm going to glue down the flaps of the folder here. And then the flaps of the folder here. And that will give me a sturdy pocket for stronger ephemera, like cardstock ephemera or the chipboard ephemera. And I could actually probably put a pocket there as well. I'll wait and see if I need that in case something doesn't fit in there. And then I have my little ones of these. I'm not really happy with how that looks in terms of a thumb hole. Yeah, that looks a little bit more even. Okay. So one will go there. And I'm just gonna, ooh, that looks pretty too. It's hard to know which side to do sometimes, but I'm gonna stick to the original side because the top side has some mica spray on it that makes it look sparkly as well. This one, what was this one? Brushed pewter mica spray. I'm gonna stick that there. And then this one, I'm also gonna fix that thumb hole a little bit. Didn't usually use the 2-inch punch. I don't know why I chose the 1-inch for this. I really want the 2-inch thumb hole. I think it's just easier to get little things in and out with it. Okay, glue that down. And there we go, we have an ephemera folder. Maybe I'll put a little tab on there as well. And that. Anybody see what I did with my pin? I lost track of it at some point. Oh, it'll turn up. It always does. I usually keep a spare. There's one. And then when I find the other one, I'll stick it. I have the metal tracks for the shelves that are above, and they have the metal supports, and I have things magneted to the metal supports. And I'm just gonna slide that in between. And the eyelets work as kind of a clamp. But the Craftex fabric paper stuff will develop a crease. I'm gonna get my thumb in there. It will work. It will develop a crease that will soften up with use and allow you, there we go. And then this should open. I wonder if I'll have to do that in the end after all. Glue that like that. I like the idea of it being kind of in there though. Let's see if I can make that work. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe I will have to glue it down like that. So that it opens. You know what I could do? It's on the back. Ha! I got it. I got it. I will. Do I have another cut off? Cut? No. I need another piece of paper. Let's see. What have we got here? Oh, it's so hard because all of these are so beautiful. The thought of cutting them up is a little heartbreaking. Here, this one with the ship, the wrecked ship, is my least favorite. So I will use this one for this idea. Okay. So, how tall is this? Okay, I'm gonna I can't explain it right now. All right, 3 inches, do we think? I want to make like a little tuck on the back. Yeah, 3 inches should do it. And then this will fit in here, and I'll just glue. That's what will get glued down. Maybe I'll even sew that. And then this will fit on here like that, and I'll do a thumb hole there, and we will call it good. I want it to be the same length. Big scissors. Okie dokie. Like that. And we'll round the corners. And then I will also do a thumb hole. Where's my circle punch? So it's going to sit like this. No, that's upside down. Sit like this. So I need a thumb hole on this edge here. Ugh. I'm not having luck with my thumb holes today, or am I? Am I? That's okay, we can fix it. It's all fixable. Okay, now I am going to ink that leading edge. Do you guys see what I'm doing? Does it make sense now? So this is what's going to get glued and sewn together there. And then this I will glue onto here so it becomes a tuck on the back. And I can still completely open the flap. So I will finish that off camera and show you next time. I may do some other work as well, but I will catch you guys up when I do. Hope you are having a lovely Sunday. I hope the weather is great where you are. It's okay here in Massachusetts, and I hope you're staying safe. Bye-bye.